Hey kids, today we're going to read Two Mice and Three Fables by Lynn Reiser. Two Mice and Three Fables, Green Willow Books, New York, by Lynn Reiser. For one Susan who found two mice and two Susans who found one snake. Contents. Chapter 1, Two Mice, page 4. Chapter 2, The Owl and the Raccoon, page 12. Chapter 3, The Quick Slick Snake, page 22. Chapter 1, Two Mice. Once there was two mice who lived beside a window. One lived inside the window in a cage on top of a bookshelf. One lived outside the window, in a mouse hole under a rose bush. The inside mouse ate mouse food from a bowl, drank water from a bottle, and ran around the wheel. The outside mouse ate strawberries and acorns, drank raindrops from rose leaves, and ran in and out the mouse hole and up and down and around the rose bush. One night the window was open. The outside mouse ran in. The two mice ate mouse food from the bowl, drank water from the bottle, and ran around the wheel. One mouse was content. One mouse was ready for more. The outside mouse ran out. The inside mouse followed. The two mice ate a strawberry, and a snake almost ate them. They nibbled an acorn, and a raccoon almost nibbled them. They drank raindrops from a rose leaf, and an owl almost carried them off to her nest. One mouse was ready for more. One mouse was ready for a nap. The window was open. The outside mouse ran in. The outside mouse did not follow. The outside mouse ran in and out and up and down and around playing catch me if you can with the snake and the raccoon and the owl. The inside mouse took a nap. Moral: what thrills one tires another. Chapter 2, The Owl and the Raccoon. Once there was an owl and a raccoon who always wanted to be in the same place. When it was nesting time, the owl picked a deep hole high in a tree to build a nest for her owlets. The raccoon picked a deep hole high in a tree to build a nest for her cubs. It was the same hole. The raccoon got there first. The owl had to nest in a hole on the other side of the tree. When the owlets were too big for the hole in the tree, the owl wanted to teach them to fly. The owl picked a wide limb for her owlets to perch on. When the raccoon's cubs were too big for the hole in the tree, the raccoon wanted to move them to a den under a stone wall. The raccoon picked a wide limb for her cubs to walk down. It was the same limb. The owl got there first. The raccoon and her cubs had to slide down a limb on the other side of the tree. One night the owl and the raccoon and the owl's owlets and the raccoon's cubs were hungry. The owl flew around looking around. The owl saw two mice walking. The owl watched the mice. She perched in the top of the tree, waiting. Then she bounced at the edge of the roof, watching and waiting. The raccoon prowled around, looking around. The raccoon saw two mice walking. The raccoon watched the mice. She crouched behind the stone wall, waiting. She crawled under the rose bush, watching and waiting. When the mice walked by, the owl swooped. The raccoon pounced. It was the same two mice. The owl and the raccoon got there first. The owl caught the raccoon caught the owl. The mice walked on. The owl's owlets ate bugs. The raccoon's cubs ate acorns. The owl and the raccoon ate fur and feathers. Moral: take turns or tempt trouble. Chapter 3: The Quick Slick Snake. Once there was a quick slick snake who lived in a stone wall. The snake liked to lick spiders off windowsills, steal eggs out of birds' nests, and catch mice. One night the snake was laying in the grass pretending to be a snake. Two mice walked by. Snake shot straight at the mice, but one mouse hopped up and one mouse dropped down. Snake slid straight and the mice walked on. One night the snake was draped over a branch studying a bird's nest. Two mice walked by. It was the same two mice. The quick snake hopped up and dropped down, but one mouse bounced backward, one flipped forward. The snake sprawled, and the mice walked on. One night the snake was shedding its skin in the rose bush. The two mice walked by. Slick snake bounced backward, then flipped forward at the mice. But one mouse rolled right, one mouse lunged left. The snake somersaulted, and the mice walked on. The next night, the snake watched and waited until two mice walked by. The snake wound itself higher and higher, tighter and tighter, and bounced backward and flipped forward and lunged left and rolled right and hopped up and dropped down, and pow! The mice stood still. The snake twisted and tangled and tied. The mice watched and waited. Hiss! The snake untied and untangled and untwisted. The snake slouched away to lick spiders, and the mice walked on. Moral: today's trick is tomorrow's tangle. The end. Thank you for listening. Read lots.